So I want to take a look here at the ESPN NFL Power Rankings put out this week and look at where they rank the Packers. Here it is on ESPN.com from author NFL Nation ESPN. And at number one, they have the Detroit Lions. I think that the Lions should be number one. They are tied there with the Kansas City Chiefs for the best record in the NFL. And the fact the Packers just lost the Lions, it's understandable with them beating the Lions or beating the Packers 34-31. I think they do have one of the best teams in the league. And once they get healthier on defense, they are going to be, that much better. Chiefs at 12-1. There's been a debate around the Chiefs. How good are they really? They've had so many close games, and they just always find a way to win games. And when you have a player of Patrick Mahomes' caliber, no matter how the game's gone, it's almost as if, the Chiefs, they just seem to believe that no matter what, they're going to find a way to win. I think when you play with that kind of confidence, it does affect things. And when you have a guy like Mahomes who can make crazy plays in crucial moments, it's led to the Chiefs being 12-1. Then we got the Eagles 11-2, third best team here. Bills 10-3, even though they just lost to the Rams. That was an insane game. I have Josh Allen on my fantasy team, so he got me, 50 or so points. So I was very happy with that outcome. But the Bills at 4, they're a very good team. Then we got the Vikings at 5, 11-2. The Steelers at 6 at 10-3. And then the Packers are 7th in the NFL here at 9-4. I would say that that's a pretty reasonable spot to place the Packers. I think we saw in that game against the Lions that they can beat any team, or they have the potential to beat any team. It was only a 3-point loss. Very well could have gone the Packers' way. Not to say that they're better than the Lions, but I think we saw that the Packers can play toe-to-toe with any of these teams in the NFL. And considering, most right now see the Lions as the best team in the league, the Packers almost were able to, beat them. So that's at least a good sign. So 7th here, and it says here from Rob Domofsky, or it says most shocking ranking, 32nd in drop passes. That is terrible. Here from Domofsky, the Packers had an issue with drop passes last season, but nothing like this. They lead the league in both drops, 26, and drop percentage, 7.3%, and already have one more drop than they had in all of 2023 when their 25 drops were tied for 10th most, according to ESPN research. Green Bay has 3 players in the top 10 in drops. Dontavian Wicks is number 1 with 9 drops. Jaden Reed is tied for 2nd with 7, and Romeo Doubs is tied for 9th with 5. So that is, that's not good. I know that, Jordan Love, you look at his completion percentage, it's not the greatest. I think that clearly having receivers drop this many passes has led to that being the case. And so that's one area the Packers really need to clean things up. And the fact that, this offense is still as good as they've been, I think they're currently about the 7th best scoring offense in the league. If some of this stuff can get cleaned up, this already is one of the best offenses in the league, and if they can clean some of these things up, then it'll be that much better. So, as I said, I think 7th is reasonable. I would argue maybe the Packers are better than the Vikings, even though they did lose to them. I think they could be better than the Steelers as well. Below them, let's see, they got the Ravens and the Chargers at 9th. I understand that. Now, I think if the Packers had beaten the Lions, which it was close to happening, if they would have, where would they be ranked right now? I'd say they probably still rank them below the Lions just because of how good the Lions have been all season long. But I think if the Packers won that game, they could have been placed here as potentially the 3rd best team, 4th best team. So at least the Packers are in it. There are a lot of other teams who are in much worse situations. You could, of course, nitpick everything for the Packers. And there are definitely some weaknesses, things to clean up, no doubt about that. But all in all, it's not a bad spot to be in with, 4 weeks remaining. So those are my thoughts. If you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.